Hey, how's it going? This is Nick. I actually wanted to make a second video this week. I was a day late because usually I am home alone on the weekend and I wasn't, but yeah, so I'm making videos now. So I was gonna add this in the other video, but I didn't want to make it too long, so I'm just gonna make a separate video. So, and the other video was kind of about weight loss and stuff like that, and I kind of wanted to make this more about life, and I kind of wanted to separate the two. So as far as my life goes, it's pretty good. It's actually really good. The only thing is at work. I like my job. It's not hard. I mean, it's kind of hard, but it's not like hard where I want to quit. Come in every day. It's been snowing really bad lately, so it's been hard to go to work sometimes, but I still go. Even though I don't want to sometimes. That's everyone, I feel. Um, but so last week, on Friday, I didn't want to go in because my main boss was gonna not be there because she took a vacation, and my other boss was gonna take a call off because his son was sick. So none of my bosses were there, and I was working on the batteries. That basically like there's these big metal boxes full of batteries, and you have to take apart the boxes and or you unscrew the boxes, there's screws in them, and you take out the batteries, and you said they're bad batteries, they're no longer working. So you stack them up on pallets, and like you stack them three high, and then you wrap them with like saran wrap, basically. And so there's these big totes, these metal crates, container things, um, full of those bad batteries. And we were out of totes. We're out of these crates. And I was like, well, there's three left, excuse me, but I mean, I could probably do one an hour, so it's only gonna last me 3 hours. So what was I gonna do for the next 5 hours? But I thought, no, I'll go in. I'll see what happens, right? I go in. Sure enough, I get done with the three batteries or three totes of batteries in 3 hours, and then I'm like, well, shit. Now what do I do? And kind of just had us standing around. And then we went to break, and then the big bosses came around. Like not my bosses, but like I don't know, like where I work is like kind of like I feel like there's a ton of bosses, but I don't know, like our upper people above me. Basically, there's a lot of them, and only a few main bosses, but there's a lot of like subsidiary bosses. Anyways, one of those like lesser bosses came around and said, "Hey, we don't have any work for today, for the rest of the day, so we're just gonna send you home." I was like, what the fuck? Like, because normally before I'd be like super excited about to having days off and time off. I'm like, hell yeah, let's do it, baby. But now that I moved to a different area and I'm trying to start a new bank account, I'm trying to build my money up, and it's kind of hard to build my money up when I'm leaving and I have to leave early for work. So I was a little angry about leaving early. I was like, fuck, fuck this. But it's like, whatever, all right. So he's like, yeah, we'll send you home soon. I was like, all right, no doubt. And then later on, he's like, oh, I'll back up a little bit. In the morning meeting that day, they said, can we have any volunteers to take a day off next week? Because apparently, like, the company isn't doing very well as far as profit goes. Like, I guess they lost money in their fourth quarter, whatever that means. So instead of firing people, they're trying to cut our hours so not to fire anyone. So they asked for volunteers for next week, and there's like 6 people. I'm like, fuck that, I'm working, fuck you. So fucking after he told us that we were leaving soon, he's like, oh, by the way, so you know how I said, next week is volunteer for a day off? I was like, yeah. He's like, well, now it's mandatory, so you have to pick a day. I was like, well, either Friday or Monday. He's like, well, all right, well, you can have Monday. I was like, all right, fuck it. So now, not only did I miss, so I missed Wednesday because it was a snow day. Like I said, the snow's pretty bad, so we couldn't come until 11. So that was like a half day, and then so Friday I left early, so that was like a half day, and then today is Monday, and I didn't go to work because we had to take a day off. I was like, fuck, like what the hell? So that's a lot of missed time working. So I kind of like. I'm like, I should. I'm obviously not gonna quit or anything because I don't mind my job. It's pretty nice. We get like free food and stuff like that. Um, but at the same token, like if I'm only getting like 4 days a week, like it's gonna be a little not hard to pay my bills, but it's going to be a little tighter than I wanted it to. Plus, with me starting these MMA classes or martial arts classes, I'm gonna need all the money I can get, because they're kind of expensive. So it's like, it's kind of a bummer. And I'm kind of thinking about because there's other jobs basically. Um, there's one there's like a tech company basically. I can't really say the name, but there's a tech company and they're hiring at the same facility that I work at, and they almost positive make more money than me, and they have like a lot nicer benefits. And then there's a security team in the same building as I work that they make like 50 cents more an hour than I make right now. And literally all they do is sit at a desk and watch YouTube videos all day. And occasionally they have to let someone through a metal detector. Occasionally they have to open a door. So I'm like, dang, that sounds like a pretty easy job. But literally they're just sitting there all day long, like not doing anything. And it's like you look at you like, dang, are they really getting paid to do that? And I'm like, yeah, and they're getting paid more than you. So they're hiring. So I think I'm going to apply for both of those today. And I'm only gonna take those jobs if it's 100% like we guarantee you 40 hours, we guarantee this rate, we guarantee there's gonna be no layoffs. Like it has to be like equivalent or better than my current job. Otherwise, what's the point of taking it? Um, so yeah, like I don't know if that's a good idea, but and again, it's only been 2 weeks, and my current job has been like cutting our hours. But I've looked at my company, and like I said, like I guess they're losing a lot of money because they're going to start another facility, and a lot of like the company was like going to pay for it, and then at the last second, I guess the company backed out. So my company spent a whole bunch of money on this infrastructure, and then they're out. They're kind of out. So they're trying to recoup their money somehow. So they've been cutting like facilities, they've been cutting people, and they're cutting our hours currently. But who knows? Like who knows what's going to happen? So it's just kind of an uneasy thing. And like last week they said like, oh yeah, we might have to cut people because we have too many people, and we're gonna look real hard at your attendance. Well, I've only missed one day, but a lot of other people have missed a lot of days. Um, so. I feel kind of good on that, but the thing is, like, it's so snowy in my area and so bad. And we got like 10 inches like Saturday. It was freaking insane. But it's like, like, sometimes, like, I want to call off for work because the snow is so bad and the roads are so bad. But it's like, with my current situation, it's kind of like they're saying, like, oh, if you call off, you're closer to being out the door, basically. Which is how it always is, but it's even more now that they're trying to save money. So. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm making the right decision by applying for other jobs and seeing what they have to say. But I don't know if anyone's watching this, if you could tell me what you would do in my situation, like, how my current job is and how they're cutting my hours, kind of. And who knows? And next week it might be different, but I don't know. Oh yeah, I feel like in 2 weeks it's kind of a thing, but if it's 3 weeks, I feel like you definitely know it's kind of a thing. And I know it gets better too, but still, like, I don't know. What's your thoughts on it? Should I apply for those other jobs? Should I take them if I get hired? Like, I don't know. What would you do? So, yeah. That's my little rant about my life and my work. So, I just thought I would get anyone's opinion that's watching. So, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.